Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, and I have quite a bit of things to talk about. I'm going to address the price chart here shortly. It's not going to be in depth or anything like that, but I just want to give you guys my overall base point behind things. But before we fully jump in this video, I just want to ask if you guys could please leave a like on this video. I do greatly appreciate it. Also, if you guys are, pretty much looking for daily crypto content, especially daily uploads on XRP and stuff, definitely consider subscribing and turning notifications on to never miss an update. Now, within the market, we are seeing a bearish sentiment on the 7-day span. Bitcoin is still down about 11%. We're waiting for a nice reversal on the Bitcoin chart. We need to break $63,000 on Bitcoin. If we don't, then obviously we are going to test lower. And right now, it looks like we are fighting to keep the 57K level. Honestly speaking, I think that we could see a retest on Bitcoin down to about 53K. Hopefully, we do not lose that point. If we do, it's going to look fairly bearish for us, honestly. But overall, I'm watching XRP closely here. I'm watching all altcoins closely here, but my main focus point is on Bitcoin and the dollar, or the DXY. So definitely keep a close eye out on things. We do see Bitcoin dominance ranging around 41.8, which is pretty good. We pretty much want the dominance to pretty much be lower at these times where we pretty much drop in price, so our altcoins don't get too big of a hit. Now, in terms of XRP, where could we range to? Well, we're going to go and find that out. But before we fully jump into this video, I just want to let you guys know that the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack is back on sale for 20% off until this Friday only. I've seen a lot of people ask me, hey man, I missed the sale on it. Can you please, pretty much let me get that discount again? I'm going to re-up it for a little bit of time more so because I know a lot of people have been working. I know a lot of people are busy. So obviously, if you guys do want to get into the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, it includes all of the video content on the website as well as all future content for free. And there is a ton of content within this as well. It is currently 20% off or $20 off currently right now for anybody who is interested. NCashOfficial.com. Links are down in the description below as well as in the comments below. Now, in terms of XRP, so I'm watching XRP closely here because if we do lose $1, we will basically retest a major low. Now, we could retest the candle from October 27th, which was the pretty much bottom stage of about 95 cents. Or we could even go and retest the major bottom support at around 85 cents. And if you guys do look back on the daily, you can see where that major support actually lies within. Essentially the level that we tested back here on April 7th before we pretty much ranged to the almost $2 range. And of course, there's a lot of support and pretty much resistance in between those levels. So, I'm watching that level fairly closely. We even see, that was the bottom stage point for August 11th. So I'm hoping that $1 does not get lost, but if we do, I'm going to be looking out for those levels for, a solid entry point for anybody who wants to enter into XRP or buy more. I know a lot of people will probably say that this is FUD or whatever, but honestly, the market sentiment right now is fairly bearish, and XRP looks fairly weak on the chart. So hopefully we can hold this level. This will be extremely bullish if we could hold this level and retest much higher at around $1.40. So with that being said, let's move on and let's talk about some exciting things. So first off, we always talk about Ethereum with XRP, especially since this SEC, inception of this, lawsuit. We just hear, will Ethereum's limitations hamper adoption? Even though this may be, some financial institutions in Southeast Asia have begun looking towards, other blockchain networks. For example, RippleNet, the global payments network of blockchain firm Ripple. And of course, when we're talking about this, we do see here RippleNet managing director in APAC, and Mina told Cointelegraph that Asia Pacific has emerged as one of the fastest growing regions for RippleNet, with transactions more than doubling since Q3 last year. So, honestly speaking, when we're talking about what's happening within the Ripple ecosystem, we know that HODL adoption's pretty much ramping up. We know that Ripple's getting adopted especially around the world, not in the U.S. of course, but when we're looking at Ethereum, though, Ethereum has essentially became useless. It's way too expensive for any, normie individual to utilize it, and it's more so, built for those, if you will, suits, right? It's built for people who have money. And I'm not saying that, you have to be rich to use Ethereum. I'm just saying, who wants to pay, $100 to $300 to $400 per transaction? I know somebody in my Discord that wanted to buy it was like $50 worth of a meme coin on Uniswap, and he was paying like $300 for the fee. I mean, if something is worth nearly 10x your investment, that's a problem. So, Ethereum with its scalability issues has many problems, and I do think that its limitations will hamper adoption. I think that when we're looking at financial institutional, use cases or just enterprise use cases in general, Ripple or XRP becomes the main choice, especially for global payments. Now we also see here Bank of England, Victoria Cleland, talks about how central banks and the private sector will work together to make international payments better and easier for everyone. And of course, a lot of people were speculating XRP, by Bitcoin, problem solved. Of course, not slow and expensive, also needs ISO 222. Everybody's saying XRP, XRP. In terms of what's happening around the world, especially with CBDCs and, a lot of the banking scene, we obviously tie it up with XRP because XRP has been pretty much being a global disruptor of the financial scene as well as the banking scene for cross-border payments. And when we're talking about enhancing cross-border payments, we know that the Digital Pound Foundation has been working closely with Ripple as well as Quant in regards to CBDC. It would not surprise me if they were utilizing RippleNet, technology, especially for something like this. That, of course, is powered by XRP, because this is cross-border payments. Now we also see here, even the Bank of England says XRP is a currency and not a security. Pretty interesting, right? And of course we do see here CBDC versus cryptocurrency, and of course crypto assets combine new payment systems with new currencies that are not issued by central banks. Examples of privately issued digital currencies include Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Pretty interesting, right? Now, in terms of what's happening, we've already known for the longest time that there has been time after time where individuals have called XRP a currency in the past. We even, in the States, we know that Gary Gensler has called XRP a currency at some point in time. It's been one of those assets. In my mind, XRP is just severely suppressed. I think it's suppressed by the SEC. I think that, when we're talking about the future for XRP and Ripple, I think that a lot of higher ups are scared of it. I think that banks are scared and concerned about what XRP actually does offer in terms of its potential and power. And I think that that is the problem. I think a lot of people are kind of just like, well, let's have Bitcoin and Ethereum, have a free pass because they will never be utilized in the payment scene. They don't have disruptive technology like RippleNet does with XRP. So obviously XRP is looked at more so of a villain than a hero right now. Now we also see here new Morgan Stanley report 2021, Ripple striving to sustain returns. Electronic payment rails companies include traditional cooperatives and consortiums, e.g. Swift, as well as newer companies that This is pretty interesting because we've been seeing Ripple named by many major financial institutions and banks out there. For an example, even JP Morgan. So I would not be surprised with possibly Ripple or XRP working closely with a lot of these major names in the game. We just don't have, those announcements, obviously. But I thought that this was pretty funny, to say the least, when we're talking about Ripple or XRP and stuff like that. So, and we do see our electronic payment rails companies include traditional cooperatives and consortiums, e.g. Swift, as well as newer companies that leverage distributed ledgers, e.g. Ripple. And of course, they are talking about money transfer, remittance services, and FX providers, all that kind of stuff, which we've already tied to Ripple and XRP in the past. So this is pretty interesting. So when we're talking about these major institutions naming Ripple or, saying, hey, look at, we're looking at Ripple or whatever, they know the possibilities are endless when they are working with something like the HODL service or just RippleNet services in general. And we also see here, but Barclays Corporate attributes that that make blockchain is a big deal. Now check this out, right? Blockchain, what is it and how will it impact your business? And of course, when we're talking about B2B payments, we always look at Ripple and XRP, but they're looking more so at system resiliency, near real-time movement / validation / settlement. And of course, when we're talking about that, that is a huge use case. We've always discussed, real-time settlements with, of course, the real-time movement of funds as well. And like I said, When you're looking at these major corporations and these major financial institutions, they will obviously save tons of cash when we're looking at things like cross-border payments. We're talking about B2B payments. Just so you guys know, B2B payments are similar to Ethereum, $30 to $100 per transaction, which I know is not exactly close to Ethereum's gas fees, but it's still fairly expensive, especially if you were a business paying that on nearly every transaction. Say for so you do, I don't know, say for so you just do 1 million transactions a year. That's a significant amount of money to pay in fees alone. So, you could save a ton of money, especially from a B2B standpoint. Now, of course, a lot of these corporate offices, these financial institutions, and hedge funds and stuff, they make money on those transactions, but they also have to pay a ton of money for those to actually move. For example, it would make sense for a lot of these corporations, these major hedge funds, and these major financial institutions to utilize Ripple and XRP products. Now, we also see here increasing ODL volume will lead to a snowball effect in XRP liquidity. Liquidity begets liquidity. Now, I have always said that the liquidity solution is such a massive use case that you cannot put a price tag on, and I've always lived by that. XRP is going to strive in the future once we are in a utility, driven market. We still will thrive now, right? We just need to wait for the market to, of course, ramp up in terms of us getting to that next major point on Bitcoin, because I don't think that the top is fully in. I think that we still have some reach above 75K, possibly if we do break that. But again, when we're talking about Bitcoin, I don't think that we have too much upward momentum left in the tank. I don't think that we're going to go to 200K like a lot of people have been saying. But I do think that possibly 100K is possible if we do range into quarter 2 of 2022. So I'm watching the market very closely. I'm especially watching, Bitcoin closely here, because Bitcoin is going to be the real name in the game for any sort of upward momentum on XRP. And I know a lot of people are probably going to hate me for saying that, but it is the truth. In terms of what's happening in the market, like I said, a lot of things look fairly bearish, and Bitcoin, of course, is being one of those things that are fairly bearish. And in terms of XRP, definitely watch for these levels down here being tested at around 95 to 85 cents. I think that is a clear vision. If we might drop, well below $1 for XRP. Not sure if we do see 85 cents being tested. I think that's more so illogical. But I will say this: I think 95K has a high potential to be targeted in the short-term price movements. And of course, don't let the short-term bother you too much. I would not be too concerned on the short-term price movements in this market just yet. I would pretty much just kind of stand still. Don't touch anything. Kind of sit on your hands. And if you do have extra fiat, if you do want to buy the dip, of course, buy the dip. But with that being said, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, I hope that you all have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.